Peace, peace, peace. Mama Salamel. Thank you for joining us. We're going to be continuing our reading from the Mysteries of the Christ, Yehoshua, his life, works, and teachings in India and Egypt. Today we'll be reading from chapter 5, entitled Yehoshua Again, his first year of divine ministry. The Jewish Paschal feast time came, and Yehoshua left his mother in Capernaum and journeyed to Jerusalem. And he abode with a Sadducee, whose name was Jude. And when he reached the temple court, the multitudes were there to see the prophet, whom the people thought had come to break the yoke of Rome and restore the kingdom of the Jews and the rules of David's throne. And when the people saw him come, they said, "All hail!" But Yehoshua answered not. He saw the money changers in the house of Allah, and he was grieved. The courts had been converted into marts of trade, and men were selling lambs and doves for the priests. And Yehoshua called the priests and said, "Behold, for paltry gain you have sold out the temple of Allah. This house ordained for prayer is now a den of thieves. Can good and evil dwell in the courts of Allah? I tell you, no." And then he drove them out and turned over the boards. He opened up the cages of the captive birds and cut the cords that bound the lambs and set them free. The priests and scribes rushed out and would have done him harm, but the common people drove them back and stood in his defense. And then the rulers said, "Who is this Yehoshua you can call divine?" The people said, "He is one of the prophets wrote concerning, who would come and bring the world the love of Allah made known to men of earth, who would deliver Israel." The ruler said to Yehoshua, "If you be the one to come, then show us a sign. Who gave you the right to drive these merchants out?" And Yehoshua said, "There was no loyal Jew who would not give his life to save this temple from disgrace. In this I acted simply as a loyal Jew, and you yourselves will bear me witness to the truth. The sign of my messiahship will follow me in word and deed. And you may tear the temple down, and in 3 days it will be built again." Now Yehoshua meant that they may take his life, tear down the body temple of the holy breath, and he would rise again. You men of Israel, hear. This man is more than man. Take heed to what you do. I have myself heard Yehoshua speak, and all the winds were still. And you will see his star arise, and it will grow until it is the full-orbed sun of love. And Yehoshua said, "Prepare, O Israel, prepare to meet your king. But you can never see the king while you press sin to your hearts. This king is Allah. The pure in heart alone can see the face of Allah and live." Islam.